Hello YouTube community. We will continue to drill and break some stones. This particular piece, you can see the brightest spot that was sticking out of the ground, and every time we cut the grass we would dull the blade because sometimes it would be covered with the leaves and it would not be visible. So my idea is to use the Dexpan. I dig up, so only this part sorry, only this part was visible, the bright one. Everything else was under the ground. So what I decided to do is to dig up some space to give a chance for a drill to go in on both sides. Then we'll fill up with a Dexpan, and hopefully it will crack this whole portion and I'll be able to remove it. So the instruments I'm going to use is a Bosch hammer. Okay, it's a Bulldog Extreme Max. I found this specific unit. I'll put the name of it in the description with the link to Amazon store. That one is not the cheapest one, but not the most expensive. I think it's a perfect tool for occasional use, albeit I sometimes use it for hours and hours. Then I'm using those drill bits. I also will place the names and the links where we can get it. I think so. My idea is to use first the smaller bit. So I'm going to pre-drill the hole with a smaller bit, and then I will enlarge it with a larger one. So how do I use them? I have the same size diameter of the bit. I would say maybe 2 or 3. I think 3 actually, or even 4. So I drill one hole. I start drilling, and let's say a couple of minutes later I'll change for another bit, then I'll change for another bit. This one was burned, but as you see, normally they're not, so I don't let them to get too hot, and I'll just change them. And the same thing with the bigger bits. I just have 3 or 4 and I keep changing them as I drill. All right, so let's get going. I'll probably make 1, 2, 3, 4 holes on this side, the same amount of holes on this side. Hopefully they will meet somewhere. I'll put a drawing, the idea what I'm going to do, and maybe by tomorrow it will crack. Few points before we start drilling. If you use extension cord, make sure you create a secure connection. You can twist it. Make sure if you pull accidentally cord, it will stay put, won't disengage. Same here. Now, before you insert your first drill bit, you can apply small amount of grease just once on this end that goes into the chuck. And that will preserve your tool. It will work longer. Okay, what also important is have some guys gloves and protect your ears. Maybe some noise cancellations over the ear, in the ear. So make sure you have enough protection. So this is grease I'm going to use. Just have a small amount, and leather just 1. You don't have to do them all, just 1, and that's it. Well, I started recording but I lost the video. I'll repeat again. I will change the drill bits. I will use each drill bit about a minute with just a light pressure. and I would place and just a very light pressure. You don't need really to push too hard. There's no reason. The drill bit and the tool designed to work together to make a hole for you. So just a light pressure. I finished drilling the smaller diameter hole. Now I'm going to enlarge it. I think it's a 3/4 diameter drill bit. The difficulty is to find the right angle, the same angle you use the other drill bit. Otherwise it will stuck. So what I do is slowly, when I start drilling, I see if it goes easy or hard, and I change slightly angle to make sure as it goes inside that it goes easy. Does it work all the time? No. But the depth, even when it stops, it doesn't want to go any further. The depth is enough by that time to pour the Dexpan, and usually it cracks. I didn't have any a situation yet when I poured the Dexpan and it didn't crack the stone. So let's see. Okay, and that's how quickly it enlarges the hole. I did not speed up the film, just to show you that if you pre-drill, if you took time and make the initial hole with a tinier bit, which is easy to go, then you would start with the 3/4. That's how fast you can enlarge the hole. One hole is done. So I changed 6 times. 6 times I use the smaller diameter bit, approximately a minute. So that's 6-7 minutes plus 1 minute to enlarge the hole. Total 8-9 minutes per hole. 4 holes are finished. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now on this side. So I just put a drill bit so I can see where the hole is, and approximately the same line I'm going to drill another one. There's 8 holes, so now we're going to clean them up. I'll show you how I do it, and pour Dexpan. Okay, so this is my old vacuum cleaner. And what I did, I attached a little piece of plastic. This is the old cap from the water bottle, and this is how it works. And that's it. So we clean up the holes. Got the 4 holes on one side, 4 holes on another. This is Dexpan. I believe it's a Dexpan type 2. The water mixing jar. This is my pouring device. It's a mixing spatula and the mixer. Alright. So we're going to put here a little water. And the way I mix is I make sure it's just slurry enough so I can easily pour into a hole. It's highly advisable to use a mask. I don't know. It took longer than expected. This is not the first day, after the first day, not the second, it's a third day. But eventually we got the crack. You can see it goes all the way. So I'm going to put the phone to the holder and try to remove this upper portion. Hopefully it is not going to be hard. Now, why it took 3 days for crack to show up, I'm not sure. Maybe the weather was not as hot, as warm as it's supposed to, but I use a Dexpan type 3, which is allegedly works between 25 and 50 degrees of Fahrenheit. But it happened, so let's try to remove it. Okay, I will try to use those wedges, try to pry the stone out of its place. If I have to, I'll drill a couple more holes. or use the same ones I drilled before. Too heavy. Okay, let's make all the holes. Hey guys, I'm going to use this short, probably 6 inches. I think it's a 3/4 drill bit. They should go very quickly. Just the first drill bit, a little grease. Slice it in 3 pieces. That one sharper. So I hope it's visible. This wedge consists of 3 parts, actually 4. There's 2 lips, the piece that goes in the middle, and a little rubber o-ring. So the idea is, first you put in a hole these 2 parts, and then as you hammer it, it opens up the hole. Okay, that's one. I think it's a 3-pound sledgehammer. I bought it on Amazon. I'll put the link to that too. It's very useful. I don't know if you guys see it, but there's a little crack. That was our design. So. This is a very good instrument. Highly recommended. Works like a clock. A Swiss clock. I'll put that in the description. I'll clear it up before I put it. Good deal. Okay, so this is what left after removing the extra stone. Alright guys, it's done. A couple of days later I filled the hole with the soil and seeded some grass. This video turned out a bit longer than planned because I took the time to answer a few questions that I was asked after posting my previous videos, plus a few extra details about tools I use to get this job done. Still, if you have questions, feel free to drop them in the comment section and I'll do my best to answer. Keep in mind, I'm not an expert at rock splitting, I'm simply sharing my own experience. Also, I'll be clearing a few more rocks from my property soon, so subscribe if you would like updates when those videos are posted. Thank you very much for watching. Cheers.